Welcome Omkar to the Karmayog Vatika, the Biophilic Studio at the IIT Kharagpur Research Park. You've come to kind of pitch your business to investors, and we're great to have you here. Now, before we begin the usual about what you're doing, I think Subhashish had a lovely question to you about, and you explained your whole journey about flowers and all. That would be great,
Right.
Subhashish.
Yes. So, are you connected with aromatherapy or something else? Means why you started with essential oil?
Correct. So I am in no way connected to essential oils in particular, but
Okay.
it all started back when I was in my school, and the whole inspiration is in our culture. So especially what happens in our culture is the flowers which are offered to God must be disposed in a respectful manner. And I come from Bangalore, and Bangalore is a urban place where people do not have a respectful disposable manner for these flowers. So there was a situation where so we as a joint family live in Bangalore, but my dad got a job in Gujarat, Vadodara. So we as a nuclear family had to shift there. So over there we had a practice where whatever flowers we used to offer to God, we used to collect it every day. And at the end of the week, we used to put it in a plastic cover, go to a far off place and throw it over a tree, just that nobody stamps it. Even today, if you go to the some areas of Bangalore like Baswangudi, Banshankari, Malleshwaram, you will find flower malas hanging over trees just so that nobody stamps it. So this was the whole initiation of oral essence. This is how it started, as in why are people looking at flower as waste, right? It should be considered as an asset,
True.
which people should go after. So then, obviously, essential oil was not the first thing we did. So our first business model was manufacturing nutrient-specific organic fertilizer.
Okay.
So this was way back when I was in my school, when I was in eighth grade, and very lucky to be living close to IIM Bangalore, where there was a small event in IIM Bangalore called Eximus, and over there was a small session just like these, and over there I just pitched and I got the contact of an investor who then was so supportive for the next 6 months, helping me, with all the kind of questions which I would have had to go through if I would have initiated the business. And then in that process, we understood that it is not highly viable at that point of time. That is when we couldn't continue with that business model, but the problem statement was always engraved in me.
So this was an eighth standard.
Yeah, this was an age time.
Great.
Amazing. Then
Started so early.
100%. So as soon as I heard that there is a career specifically dedicated for entrepreneurship, for solving problems, I knew that this, if I'm doing something in my life, it's going to be this. So then it started, and then I got into my engineering. So engineering was the first occasion where I had access to all the labs: chemical engineering lab, mechanical engineering lab, biotechnology labs, right? So I am extremely curious and I try to go explore things. So then we got an opportunity where we had to participate in one of the competitions. It was a state level business competition. And for that, we started brainstorming and we started working out on solution. And that is when we came down to this idea specifically. We thought about its viability and we even pitched it. And luckily, what happened was we even won the event back when I was in my second semester in engineering. And then we were also recognized by one of the judges who were present when we were pitching to them, and he continued to mentor us for the next 3 to 4 months, where he guided us on how to make the pitch deck, what are the key aspects to look out for. At the same time, because we were in an engineering college, all thanks to my college, the Anand Sagar College of Engineering, where I got access to massive amount of resources without paying anything. Just because of being part of that college, I have access to all of the resources.
Right.
So then I was able to go explore, utilize these resources, do experimentation, and it situation came to such an extent that although I'm a computer science and design engineering student, I used to spend so much time in chemical engineering laboratory that people started doubting if I am a chemical engineering student. That's seniors and students over there, they started asking which class are you from, you're always here, what are you doing. teachers used to get confused whether I'm a chemical engineering student. But all thanks to that, the process started there, and then we continued to keep modifying our business plan, understanding what are the key aspects, fine tuning it. And there were a few major milestones which happened in our journey where we were selected in top 100 projects across the country at India International Science Festival. And then we went on to win few of the other competitions as well, student business plan competitions. But the most major milestone for us was to be selected for a grant from Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, under the Nidhi Prayas scheme. So as a 21-year-old, that is now. So when I got the grant, I was 20 years old. So we as a family had a thought that government is there only to take tax. उसका हाथ लंबा है सबके पॉकेट से उठाएगा. But that was the first instance where we realized what change is happening in the country where government has trust and is handing over lakhs of money together to a 20-year-old, right? So I think that confidence, that trust in young innovators helped us a lot. It gave us a lot of credibility. Then we utilized those funds and set up a small manufacturing facility at Tumkuru. Happy to share that right now we're also employing three rural employees there, full-time employees where who are coming in and
Have you got your product?
actually it's there upstairs.
Once you bring it back one day.
Yes,
Yeah,
we would love to
done.
yes
For
sense
sure.
your essence.
Oh, for sure. I do have sample that for sure. Come and get it.
And so then you went to go to market, getting customers. Is it a D2C brand, B2B, you were saying?
So it's essentially a B2B brand. We've initiated the B2B bit, but in B2B space, what is happening is for new players to come in, it's becoming very tricky. And essential oils is a market which is completely dominated by legacy players. So right now, the market leaders of essential oil brands are fourth generations being run by. So that the network is something which is becoming very tricky to go through. And so right now, also another major aspect which we are seeing in the market is the kind of skincare products which consumers are getting is completely polluted, and there's so much adulteration, so much chemicals which is present. So there has to be a change in that bit as well. And when we just, as a customer validation and as a pilot, we started giving in samples, the kind of feedback we've got was highly inspiring for us to even get into the D2C mode because people started coming and asking for the product. So right now we do both D2C, B2B, and I would say we have not achieved a complete product market fit, but we are in that direction.
And how many flavors? Like, what's the output now? Like, how much are you looking to produce by the end of the year?
So per month we have a manufacturing capability of 3,000, 4,000 liters of hydrosols. So it's not one product. We are into hydrosols, essential oils, organic pigments, cellulose fibers, various other products. But we have a huge processing capability, somewhere close to 2 ton per year. But where we are putting more effort is cracking in the market, trying to understand where a consumer
That is
is.
the that is always the biggest challenge for people doing good work.
Right.
People focus so much on creation that the whole the control of the marketing distribution is with the Unilevers, PNGs, ITCs, the last mile, the Pepsis, and how that distribution that they have built is really the critical. Of course, with D2C, you get access, but then the cost of acquisition CAC goes very
Exactly.
high, right?
Exactly.
So there is a way you have to build that. So that's really the purpose of this. What we want to build is this last mile Vatikas, which act as a distribution and sales point for your kind of products.
This
Which,
is, I think, in a need of our
yeah.
right now because we come in from engineering and technology perspective, and having such places which promotes such products is really required.
No, no, absolutely, Omkar. Wishing you. I mean, this. I'm 51. He's 48. His story is also very inspiring.
Wow.
But that I will send you the link
Oh,
of
got
his
it.
story. His thing. But it's inspiring. As a 51-year-old, I'm inspired by you. So really good. You know.
I think I'm really happy to hear this, and hope to inspire more people coming along and trying to bring in more impact. as I can in the
Yeah.
future.
Yes.
Lovely.
Lovely.
And best of luck uh, on the award. I mean, on the
Yes.
Thank you so
Wish
much.
you all the best, Omkar.
Thank you so much, sir.
And I love your confidence. I love your body language way of telling that it actually proves that you are so much trained yourself since eighth or before that
Oh
also.
wow, thank you so
So in
much.
this so young age, you look so professional, so much of elegance you give to your audience. So it actually speaks about you.
Thank you so
Very
much for
nice,
this kind words.
very nice, very nice. All the best, all
Thank
the
you so
best.
much.
so like